Rebecca with DTI Academy. A lot of content we release on this YouTube channel is the result of questions asked or requests received from the EAM community. So please comment below if you have an idea for a future video. Now in this video, I am going to review multi-org security in Hexagon EAM. Multi-org security allows companies to manage and secure multiple organizational units or entities within a single instance of EAM. This is particularly useful for large enterprises or companies with various divisions, locations, or subsidiaries. One component of multi-org security is data segmentation. Records can either be global and associated with a common organization or organization-specific. As such, users can only access data relevant to their division, ensuring confidentiality and compliance. Most companies choose to enable multi-org security at the database level when EAM is installed. But occasionally, multi-org needs to be enabled for an entity as new functionality is implemented into your business processes. This essentially makes the organization part of the primary key. Multi-org security can be enabled for entities on the multi-org security screen. This screen is available from the administration menu under Security. Before I continue, please note that once multi-org security is activated for an entity, it cannot be deactivated. So please test changes in a non-production environment first. As you can see on my screen, there are a lot of entities listed. So let's discuss a couple scenarios. Let's say you've been tracking stock levels in EAM by recording issues, returns, and non-PO receipts. But now your company is integrating the purchasing process into EAM for MRO parts. By default, stores are multi-org because a store cannot be part of a common organization. Since the organization on a requisition must match the organization of the store for which the requisition is written, the multi-org must be enabled for requisition. You would also need to consider whether multi-org should be enabled for suppliers. If your company has a centralized list of suppliers to take advantage of aggregate purchasing opportunities, then you may leave multi-org inactive. But if you have subsidiaries with varying vendors, you may activate multi-org for the supplier entity. You could then accommodate global suppliers by associating them with a common org and regional suppliers which could be associated with a specific organization. In this example, my requisition is for the DTIA organization. If I click on the store field lookup, I'm only able to select a store that is also in the DTIA org. And since multi-org is enabled for suppliers in this environment, I can select a supplier that is in a common org or a supplier that is in the DTIA organization. Another example would be if you were exploring the RCM features in Hexagon EAM. Perhaps you created a template, yet were unable to associate assets as no records were displayed in the lookup. Certain logic requires that some business processes be active or inactive together. So if equipment is multi-org, the multi-org must also be enabled for RCM template. As an end user, a good way to tell if multi-org is enabled for an entity is whether or not the organization field is available on the screen. For example, the organization field is not visible on the RCM template screen, but it is visible on the supplier screen. As mentioned previously, multi-org security cannot be disabled for an entity once it has been enabled. So please test in a non-production environment and reach out to the Digital Thinker team for assistance. Thank you.